Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Dayana binti Rashidi and I'm from MRS430. As you can see here on the slide, our topic today is riverbank erosion, which is one of the most significant and unpredictable issues on the world, which can happen naturally or as a result of human activity. The problem of river pollution will worsen as a result of the erosion, which is the wearing away of the soil along the banks and in the riverbed. This will result in the build-up of silt. The quantity of soil erosion loss is a function of both the soil resistance to rain and the rain's capacity to generate erosion. The primary cause of riverbank erosion is flooding. Floods are more likely to occur during the wet season. The massive amount of water flowing at a higher velocity during a flood has enough energy to uproot the topsoil or perhaps cause mass failure. The deepest depth of flow occurs at the outside curve due to centrifugal force raising the water heights while gravity force pulls the stream below. The erosive force is this downward motion against the bank. Furthermore, rainfall that is too frequent and intense can damage soil. Strong waves are frequently created by heavy rainfall, and this wave can wear down and loosen non-cohesive bed material. Strong currents are created due to the amount of water flowing or the high stream gradients. Riverbank erosion can happen in areas with particularly strong river currents. These powerful currents erode non-cohesive material in the case of cohesion materials. Therefore, erosion occurs near the toe of the bank where shear stress is greater than the critical shear. Meanwhile, humans contribute to erosion by chopping down the bank's tree for their personal needs and removing the area's existing natural reinforcement. In addition, people who live in rural regions often build their homes next to banks, which put more compressive force on the soil than it can handle and leads to erosion. Next, the impact of the riverbank erosion on water composition and sea life is light, cannot easily penetrate the water due to turbidity caused by sediment build-up in the river channel and erosion of the riverbank. Aquatic plants that require sunlight for photosynthesis are hampered by this. Contaminants and sediments are introduced into aquatic life and resources by soil erosion. Aquatic animals die from a lack of oxygen because the erosional debris is also rich in nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen, which encourage excessive growth of algae in the water. Flood debris and trash mingle with floodwater, which then mix with river water, is another cause of water pollution. As you can see here, it is a data about daily rainfall amount. Daily rainfall rates frequency is a perfect way to start when trying to determine rainfall erosivity. It serves as forewarning of the likelihood of soil erosion in that specific area within a 25-kilometer radius. Rosland and Thankyou stated that the analysis is based on the number of days that have daily rainfall of more than 20 mm. By taking into account all of the rainfall stations for the years 2008 to 2010, Figure 1 depicts the potential monthly of rainfall erosivity hazard for the Hulu Langat district. According to this figure, the months of March, April, and November had the highest likelihood of rainfall erosivity risk based on the amount of rain that fell each day, while June and July had the lowest risk. These results were in line with Malaysia yearly southwest and northeast monsoon, which began in April and lasted until October and February respectively. Next figure explain about the evaluation are based on rainfall data that is collected every 10 minutes and classified as low, moderate, high, very high, and critical For Sungai Raya Rainfall Station in Hulu Langat from 2008 to 2010, the figure display the typical ranking of rainfall erosivity. The maximum number of daily rainfall amounts (DORA) and rainfall erosivity were recorded in the month of October according to figure 2 with the highest value. Additionally, it demonstrates that rainfall erosivity and quantity are not directly correlated. Although here was less rain in May 2010 than there was April 2008. The quantity of erosion caused by the rain was more in May 2010 than it was in April 2008.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Next is possible solution for riverbank erosion issue. The first one is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation can be one of the possible solutions because the deep root system that the plant has developed help to keep the soil in place and prevent it from being washed away. Heavy rain can also be absorbed by the plants. For these techniques, we need to use only local plants and trees because some plants have more intensive root system than others, which is advantageous when it comes to preventing erosion. So, the next possible solution is riprap or hard armoring. To prevent a bank from being eroded by water, hard armoring includes peeling rocks along the bank. The riprap is a simple way to prevent the riverbank erosion because riprap is simple to install and does not require high skill labor. The step to install riprap is just dump the rocks and spread them out. Besides, riprap is easy to maintain, which it requires almost no maintenance. Riprap can also improve water quality too by reducing the river's flow and catching trash and pollutant in the rocks as it flows by. The last solution is using geotextile bags. When the geotextile bags fill with concrete, the geotextile bags barrier system can be used to stabilize a riverbank for short-term, intermediate-term, or even long-term goals. For towering riverbank where riprap or hard armoring is not an option, the fact that the geotextile bags are stackable means that the height of the riverbank is not an issue. Another advantage using of geotextile bags is that you can cover them with the vegetation that give the riverbank a more natural appearance and boost its stability.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Naim bin Muhammad Dino. I will present about the prototype modeling on this project. On this project, the solution technology that we have choose is coil lock technology. Coil locks are popular material choices for use in aquatic erosion control, and that's why we choose this coil lock technology. It is strong enough to withstand weather conditions such as heavy rains. It is also prevents soil slippage by holding the water until sediment settles. Coil locks also provide soil stabilization and support along riverbanks, slopes, streams, hillsides, and other erosion-prone areas. Coil lock installation. First step is to remove any debris from the targeted region that will interfere with or hinder that coil lock from laying flush against the soil, such as rocks, branches, or tree stumps. Then, create a trench that is the same length as the lock and deep enough to accommodate the bottom 2/3 of the lock. Step 3. Place the coil lock into the trench and secure it with natural degrading. Step 4. Attach 2 or more coil locks lengthwise, one next to other, each in its own trench for added erosion protection. Step 5. Use coil twine to firmly fasten the adjacent ends of many coil locks together so that there is no space between them when laying them side by side in a space. And the last step is apply seeded soil directly above the coil lock on the non-water side in areas where you want a fresh flora to grow, such as close to a river, stream or lakefront. How coil logs protect the riverbank erosion? First and foremost, the coil logs will absorb the wave power. When you place this erosion control log on the riverbank, it will absorb the power of wave so that when the wave hit the riverbank, it will minimize the damage to the bank. Second, the coil logs allows vegetation. This is important to erosion control because the roots of vegetation will stabilize the soil. And lastly, the coil log technology will strengthen the soil. The remaining fibers of the log root into the ground and soil, providing an extra root system to stabilize the riverbank. Thank you.